right, I'm gonna give you the lowdown on this guy. Anything I miss or you think I missed and you want to know more about, feel free. So keep in mind we're in western Colorado, but even Colorado as a whole, we don't use salt on the road. So this thing is absolutely beautiful underneath. It is a used Jeep. Clearly it's an old Jeep, but for the year of it and the mileage that's on it, it's fairly low. I think it's got, and I'll verify, but 160-ish, somewhere around there. First and foremost, it says 98.59 limited, okay? They only did the 5.9 limiteds in 1 year, or excuse me, 5.9. They did limiteds in other years, but the 5.9 is only in 1998. And this was a special trimmed option, and it was not easily found, and it's still not easily found. So a lot of the miles that are on it, it was pulled behind an RV. I can't give you how many of those miles that are on it, you know, are pulled miles versus that. So we're just going to go with what's on the odometer. But I want you to know that going into it, the miles on it are already very low. Most of these are usually, when I find them, 250, 300K on them. Clean Colorado title in hand. It's in my name. You don't have to monkey around with any BS that way. I know that sometimes sellers and stuff, you know, get a little weird with those. So, you know, these was mildly considered the SRT8 of the 90s. Now, with that said, you know, there's good and bad on this Jeep. I want to show you everything on it, right? We've done a little bit of engine work. It had a little bit of a miss in the engine. Runs great, okay? I don't want you to think it doesn't run good. It runs great. But again, I've always prided myself on telling you how it is, and then you can make the determination if it's something you want to mess with, okay? One of the things we did on it when it was missing is we did the plenum gasket, because that's one of the big things you'll see on these 5.9s. Like, they're missing, you got to go in and do those. That's already been done, and that did not fix the miss. We've never messed with the injectors. We've never messed with anything else like that. It's all that stuff is whatever it had on it before it, and we really have no history as far as, you know, anybody having done that. That might help it. I've had a few people tell me injectors would help, but I have kind of a dilemma I'm in, because I either want to fully build this thing and turn it into just some already more of a badass little Jeep than it already is, or keep it all original. Keeping it all original is really what these kind of need to be done as, I mean, in my opinion, because they've just gotten so hard to get and they're so sought after. You know, a new set of seats, or not really seats replaced, but upholstery done would go a long way in this. It's got leaks, and you know, the differentials are leaking, the transfer case are leaking, so it needs some seals. And then the exhaust, that's what you actually hear on it. There's a little bit of a rattle in the exhaust. That's not engine related. I'll even show you when I crawl up underneath it. And what I think it is, it's not so much that the exhaust is just bad on it, but one of the hangers is off, and I think it's rattling. That's what you're hearing, if you can even hear that. It's real subtle, but I will crawl underneath it. I want you to see how clean and how rust-free this thing is. It's beautiful. So, and then the last thing is just how it was optioned. So this is one of those few Jeeps that somebody would have had to go into a dealership either when they were coming out or before they came out and said, hey, these are the check boxes I want on it, okay? And the reason I say that is because when you get a 5.9 limited, you're going to see the things you're always going to see on these is that grill. That's a 5.9 grill, okay? The hood with the snout, the hood louvers or the vents, that's 5.9. The trim on the body, the flaring or the ground effects, that's 5.9. And then the wheels, that's 5.9. So those are like your commonalities on this, right? What's not necessarily something you're going to find on a 5.9 or any Jeep is that bad boy. That's a factory rear tire carrier. Now, they didn't just do them. You could have optioned any Grand Cherokee when they came out with these. It does have the matching wheel on the back. But that 5.9 or that swing out tire carrier, you might look at it and go, what is that thing? And that is a factory carrier, and they're extremely hard to find. I've been offered $2,000 just to pull that thing off and sell that to people, but I won't do it because it was trimmed that way. So it's set up on the bumper for it. It's got all the plating. That is an original Jeep factory swing out tire carrier. They're very hard to find. It's as much of a hen's teeth as an old Comanche roll bar or a few of the other accessories that they trimmed. And Cherokees had them too, and they're super rare on Cherokees as well. So, okay, just want to show you that. That's you can really hear that exhaust. So, I think it's rattling. It's already hot, so yeah, you can see it's. So it's definitely got something in that exhaust that's rattling. Whoa, that ground's already really hot. So I'm gonna try to cover this. Now it does have a little crack in the fairing right here. Okay, or that ground effect piece. But it's unmolested. That's a big thing. When I say that, I mean, you hear people describe there's a little ding there in it. When you hear people describe, you know, unmolested vehicles, it means there's none of that. There's nothing aftermarket on that. It's even got, that is a factory Jeep tow bar that they did back in the day. I don't have the bar itself, but we do have the bracket's the hardest to find. So coming up with a bar, if you wanted to keep that on, wouldn't be too hard to do. I'm gonna try to get down on my, I wish there was something else besides gravel. So you can see how clean, not a spot of rust on this thing. Okay, anywhere. So you got drips coming on the tranny pin, drips coming off the T-case. There's your little bit of a exhaust right there, and you can really see it how noisy that thing is. And I think it was possibly fixed at one time, but it's hanging too low anyway. That exhaust needs to be completely done. But everything is so clean on this thing. Now I want to show you both sides. It's straight, there's no bends, brakes, okay? Nothing like that on it. Tires are in good shape. You can drive this thing across the country. I always recommend not doing that with a vehicle you don't know real well, but you know, and I just put a brand new battery. I'll show you the engine compartment here in a second. All right, let me wipe this lens off because I feel like it might be a little. Okay, so nice, clean, straight. Same thing, all the way back. Okay. And there's your noise. It's that muffler or this shit here, I don't know. One of these, I would probably just replace it all. Especially as good as it runs, but that's kind of to each his own. Okay? And there's a little bit of, where it's bent a little bit right there, possibly. Everything looks real clean on it though. And again, no lifts on it, no nothing like that. Whew. Okay, these have got seat covers on them. Big old moth in there. Don't need that guy. The carpet's in it, good shape. This seat's in good shape. It's split right here in the middle. So you could just re-sew that one. That one's nice. It's got power seats. I think this one, no, do these have? Thinking they might have had heated, but I don't know if they do have. They had heated back in the day. The information center on it works. AC, nice and cold, blowing nice and cold. It's over 100 degrees right now. There's 164,000. Okay, no engine lights. Good oil pressure. I got it up to temp. It's been running a little bit, so I just wanted to show you it does. No overheating issues. Okay, console with the lid on it. Those are almost always gone on them. The front windshield is cracked. Got a little snag in that seat back there. Otherwise, seats are in good shape. Looks like there's something they spilled on the carpet there. That sucks. You'd probably want to fix that if you were doing a restoration on it. And in the back here, and that light's on. Now, one thing that I think it had when it came in, and I'm not exactly sure what happened to this, but it had a sound bar back here. And it's gone. So I don't know if somebody popped it out on me, or I swear it had when we got it, but I don't see it anymore. So I'm just gonna go with what I see in it. Sunroof there. The headliner's in good shape. There's couple little areas on it. Again, I'm showing you it. I want you to see this thing as if you're here in person. There's your information center up there. That all works. I don't have a plate on it, but I washed it yesterday and it's already dusty, so I apologize it's not all polished up. Normally I like to get them all polished up. I'm gonna get some photos while I'm here. Try to do I like good photos, and I should be kind of getting it fully detailed, but I had a guy that was gonna come look at it, and they did a no call, no show on it yesterday, and I said, you know what, screw it. There's so many people that do that anymore on local ads. So there's your center. Same thing on the center one. This one's got a couple issues. So, and then it's super dry cracked here. You're gonna see all this stuff. So it's like, why sell it with covers on it and make you think there's something that's not something, you know, either worse or not at all bad, and then you get it and you're not happy. So, and the backs are good. They have a little bit of dry up on the sides, but the bolsters are in good shape. The back part is in good shape. Everything like that's good. So with that little wire, it had one of the things it had in it when we got it is it had a breathalyzer in it. I had to have it taken in and removed, so they did a clean job. I don't know what that little wire is there, but it doesn't go to anything. Trying to pop the hood for you. I don't know why they wanted to put a breathalyzer in this thing, but it doesn't want to. Maybe it's open. Oh, it's open already. Okay, we're good. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so hood props work. Brand new battery. Look how clean the motor is. Again, all original, all factory, original airbox. It's got the original fans on. I mean, cruise control. It's all, it's not all goofy inside this thing. It's got. See, this is why I like to detail them, because they're just leaves and shit build up on them. Okay, so, but the main thing is showing you how clean and unmolested it is. And I have to run down and get John cash, so this will be perfect. I'll just hopefully don't get pulled over in it, but I want to show you how it drives, because I think you're going to be impressed with that. And then all the Infinity Gold stereo, which I assume works. I haven't really played with much of this stuff. Maybe, let's see. Power, there we go. First you got to figure out how to use it. I don't want AM. Where's our FM? There we go, FM. And then you got your bass, mid, and I'm hearing some static coming out of a speaker, so you might need to replace the speaker. Maybe 100 degrees. And this is, I'm sitting in this thing now, I'm enjoying it because it's ice cold in here. Temperature's all the way down, low. Yeah, AC, got the little snowflake there. Recirculate, that'll make it even colder. There's not having to cool the outside air. So I gotta watch with this phone because I don't have somebody to go with me. And I definitely don't want to get pulled over, but they would pull me over probably for having the phone in my hand more than they would having no plate on this thing. So this will give us a, what the heck is going on out here? This guy confused with where he's going, I guess. And a nice big crack across the window there. So, oh, what's going on down here? One of these guys hit us. This guy is in the worst place right now. That's a turn lane for the landfill, and he's likely going to get somebody hit doing what he's doing. Okay. I think that exhaust is rubbing a little bit back there, but you can see I mean, it drives straight. Look, no hands on the wheel. This is perfectly straight. There's a little curve in the road here, so first thing I do is get the glass fixed, because that bullseye rocket took smack in my vision at 6'2". But at 6'2", I'm not hit. I mean, it's plenty roomy in these things. Now I'm going to offer this in this video, but I'm not going to put this in the ad. I'm just going to mention it in case you get to this point and you're like, man, I like that thing. I couldn't do it. You know, the carpet's not, we don't do upholstery or anything like that, so I'm not even going to offer. There's a local guy in town that might be able to help you out on that. Let me turn the radio down. But if you wanted us to do, you know, something on it, my plan on it was to kind of build the motor up a little bit, even though these are plenty powerful. I mean, this thing's, I'm going 65 right now, which is a 55 mile per hour zone. When we come back, I'll try to pause the video. I think I put fuel, 91 octane in it not too long ago. So it's got a fresh tank of fuel. I'll pause the video, I'll run into the ATM, and then the suspension I would redo on it. It's a little floaty. You know how the old vehicles, old shocks get, where you get kind of a boat motion. It's not real bad, but it's not like what it should be. It should be nice and firm, especially in something that's a little sporty like this. So, and I would probably do a set of U-joints. I got when I'm coasting, I don't hear anything, but when I'm on the fuel, or slowing down, I'm hearing a little bit of a, you can kind of hear it there, a little bit of a hone. And unfortunately, these transfer cases can be a little bit noisy. It's that Quadra-Track transfer case, you know, and again, we could go through all that if you wanted us to put new seals on everything, and that would be something I could work out with you. There's state patrol right there, so I'm gonna put the phone down. On a motorcycle and going the opposite direction, so as long as I don't see him turning around, which he would have no reason to. I mean, I don't stick out in this thing. It's an old vehicle, but nothing, you know, heated mirrors on it, painted match, you know, all that stuff. Power mirrors. There's your seat memory. Oh, it does have heated seats. Look at that. Cool. So, and then here's all your cruise control buttons here. See if the horn works. Oh, the horn does not work. So you'll want to get the horn fixed, or like I said, we can go into it. I don't know why. Might have a fuse or something. Well, this will give you a good idea at least. Alright, my bank is right. Actually, they just have a remote ATM up here, so pull in here. And then, like I said, I'm going to pause the video while I run in so I don't bore you to death with that. I'll just leave my phone on here in the car. Or hopefully it doesn't time out. If it does, I'll have to make a different video. Or a second video, I should say. But I like to do... eBay's a little bit, and also YouTube. It's going to go to YouTube first. My plan would be to put it up on eBay. But I will say this, if it doesn't hit eBay and you've been waiting for it, almost everything we've sold in the last year, we put up on YouTube, and somebody ends up buying it before it hits any other. Just because the stuff I mainly do Jeep parts, and the stuff we do, the stuff that I sell whole is always rare items. So, okay, I'm gonna